Perugia, or what Perugia even is. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't even place it. While none of the blues look more Peruvian than the others, the small paint on the labels is legible enough to determine that none say anything about the continents being Peruvian. Yep, there's no Peruvian blue here. Emmy heaves a sigh. I guess I have to go back and get some. I promise to help our class help with our class project though, so I'll be back a bit later. Can you manage without it for a few hours? Rin nods and Emmy leaves. I stay because I like watching Rin paint, and because I have nothing better to do. I sit on a box, pick up today's book from my bag, and it's a story about these 3 guys drinking beer for 2 weeks straight and doing little else. Rin moves from the spot that was in need of... Oh, there's music. Need of blue and starts slowly working on another. Her foot works the brush steadily against the plastered wall layers of paint on top of layers of paint. The mural slowly gains more form. I turn the pages at a leisurely pace. In this chapter, they are drinking beer at the protagonist's friend's place. In the previous ones, it was protagonist's own apartment. It's not a page-turner kind of book, a slice of someone's imaginary life that makes me wonder why it had to be written. Why indeed? The reason for doing something creative, it's something incomprehensible. Like why Rin does paintings. It seems like she and Emmy are same, going squarely against their fates as if it's just out of spite. Rin even said something like that. Do something you can, just because you can. Damn, it came back, didn't it? Is that what she meant? Is that what she was is that her reason? It might be Emmy's. She comes off as quite a strong-headed person. Rin doesn't give off that kind of air. Thinking about it, she doesn't give off any kind of air, or any different kind of time or any kind every time I talked with her. Why did she say what she said? Why does she, or anyone at all, paint or draw or sculpt or write? I've never had much of a creative impulse, so I don't think I can really understand it. It makes me feel hollow inside. What a grim thought. I can't really decide whether it's true or not, either. Am I content being this way? I can't deny I'm feeling a little bit envious of Rin, but I can't really consider it a flaw of any kind. I'm myself, and she's herself. Still, I do need to find something that could make me feel a little less lost about myself, instead of just drowning myself in these books as I did in the hospital. I can't help but feel disoriented. The new school lifestyle and people around me contribute heavily to this saturation. I'm trying my best to fit into existing social circles, and most of the people I've met have been really nice. It feels like I'm an outsider, though, like I don't belong. I shake the feeling off, realizing that I'm spacing out. I've neither turned a page of the book nor done anything for Rin. She's trying to pour some paint from a big can using only her feet. Well, that's probably not going to be easy to do. Are you going to help her then? Having not bothered to ask me, or maybe she did and I didn't hear it. Either way, it's very unstable. I quickly jump to help her as it looks like she's about to spill entire contents of the can all over the pavement. I take the can from her feet and pour some in the bowl. She doesn't say anything, and neither do I. I catch a glimpse of her eyes looking silently at me from under her unkempt bangs. It's an unreadable expression, a perfect poker face, mixed with a hint of something mild, like a mild surprise. I wonder what she is thinking. Maybe she's wondering about what I'm thinking. Maybe nothing. Penny for your thoughts?
Do you have any pennies with you?
I don't think I do.
Then I don't think I'll tell. I'm not thinking anything either. So you're in luck, except now I just did.
She frowns, very unsatisfied.
It's hard not to think about anything, but it's important.
I'm about to ask why it's important when some old guy walks up to us looking like has some business with Rin. Oh, hey dude. Good morning. Yes. Oh, it sounds like a Stitch.
How?
I make a terrible Stitch sounds. Good morning. How is it going?
I can make it.
Rin doesn't take her eye off the wall and responds so naturally that I only assume they know each other. I haven't seen this man before, so I naturally wonder who he might be. Maybe a teacher? His hair is faded silvery gray, so much so that it looks artificially dyed. I hope that's not the case. Small round glasses hang on the bridge of his nose, but it appears he's constantly looking over the lenses rather than using them. Rather than through them. He's studying the mural intently over said glasses. Good. What bold composition you have here. He moves to inspect the mural closer, talking to himself about it in a way that makes it obvious he wants us to hear it too. Very good indeed. I don't really know what to make of it, but Rin doesn't seem to care much. She's looking around her workspace. The various bowls are different tones scattered all over.
Hisao, a little more of this.
Give me a second. I pour 50-50 mix of two paints into the bowl to create more of the same pale pink tone Rin was using to fill up the shape of the man's face. Yeah, there. Rin watches me doing so, which makes me feel nervous somehow. Her face is so unassuring that it feels she's just waiting for me to do something wrong. The man turns to reckon me as well, looking surprised as if he noticed my presence only just now. Well, maybe he did. Why, hello there. Who might you be? I'm a transfer student to classroom 33. Hisao Nakai. Nice to meet you. Matao's class, I won't hold that against you. Whoa. He laughs very loudly, obnoxiously loud. A few birds take flight from the nearby tree. I'm Shinsuke Nomiya, the art teacher. So this is the art teacher. In retrospect, should have guessed that much. He even looks like one, as far as the first impression goes. How did you come to end up assisting my protege? I wish I knew. You know what? I'm interested in the art club. BAM! I guess I'm a little interested in the art club. I blurted it out. Particularly... Oh fuck, I forgot to save. Whatever. Particularly inadvertently. What do you mean? Nothing specific. I'm wondering if I could come by sometime. Even if it's just to observe or something. I've been thinking that I should join some club or something, so it's in no way a premeditative move, but a vague sense of determination has really been building inside me for this past week. I want to do something. I want to belong somewhere. It might as well be the art club. My shortcomings notwithstanding, the teacher seems pleased. Oh, you want to join? Well, we always welcome new people, of course. Clubs meetings are normally, are normal enough. We study various aspects of the fine arts and try our hands at them as well. Or feet. He gives an embarrassed cough, but Rin doesn't seem to mind. I take a small amount of comfort from the fact that I'm not the only one with a vocabulary difficulties in this school. Nomiya rebounds from his fox paws by dramatically checking the time from his huge gleaming pocket watch and slaps his forehead even more dramatically. I really must take my leave now, but if you have questions, I'm sure Tezuka can clarify.
somehow mentioning clarify and Rin in the same sentence doesn't feel right. So, however, don't say I don't say as much as to the teacher since he seems to be in a hurry. Tetsuka, I'm pleased to say that this little project is going so well. I just stopped by to remind you to not run off by yourself tomorrow. I've invited certain people to the festival for you, and I'm sure they'd like to meet you as well. I hope I'll see you on Monday then, Nakai. Nakia. The teacher leaves, and we are left by ourselves again. Rin is still painting, as if nothing notable happened. Since nothing, in fact, did, I am left wondering, what on earth is wrong with me? Art, I haven't worked well together. I haven't worked well together in the past. I think it's supposed to say it. Oh, wait, no. I haven't. Yeah, that makes sense. At least judging from the grades I used to have in middle school. Okay. Wait, how can you be bad in art? Yeah, whatever. In school, seriously. Maybe a club will be different than the obligatory class. Who knows? I tried to come up with something meaningful to ask about it, but to no avail. I'll just go to the club meeting and see how it goes. So, he invited some people tomorrow just to check out your painting? He has some people friends. They like to talk about art. I think he wants me to talk about art with them. Somehow I get the feeling that you aren't too thrilled about it. Rin shrugs non-committally, but it still gives an impression of her general displeasure at the idea of having to discuss her painting or any painting with that other people. I don't really like talking about art. It's really already a way to talk without talking. So why bother talking about it? Yeah, I can understand that. It's like being bored and talking about being bored because you're bored. I'm not following you. Have you ever talked about being bored? It's pointless and not very exciting. All you can really say about it is, I'm so bored. I once spent a whole week trying to think something meaningful to say about boredness. It was the most boring week I ever had. But that's pretty fitting. But that's pretty fitting, don't you think? Rin gives me a look. The laconic kind of look. Like it doesn't mean anything, but it does. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I just rarely can come up with anything to say about art. I mean, like this one you're doing now, I have no idea what to think about it, except that it looks nice. What is painting about? What is painting about? What is this painting about? It's not about anything at all. It's just know, that's what I like